Like when I think back to like university in particular, where I was like rugby player involved in like varsity sport, and it's like a lot of like chest thumping, and that's like the epitome of masculinity in many ways. I always felt like I wanted to operate in ways that were inherently maybe more associated with being soft, but actually didn't feel like I could.
Yeah, and I think our like more traditional definitions of it is like, if you're soft, you're weak. Like, you can't handle tough situations if you're soft.
In order to feel like safe and masculine enough, I would have to follow what all the other kids would do. So I had to just go play football with them, even if I was really shit at playing football, and I would prefer playing volleyball or like drawing and stuff. And yeah, like also like feeling masculine and safe is also like kind of adapt yourself to what everyone else is doing, even if it's not necessarily what you want to do.
As a trans person, as a trans man, masculinity to me is softness and is strength and is security. And femininity is exactly the same. It's softness and it's strength and it's security in yourself. It's just, you know, we try to put a label on these, we try to label everything that we are, and you just can't. We're fluid, that's it. And
well, if we allow ourselves to be.
Yeah,
I guess that's the thing, isn't it? You know, is not to resist it. And,
that's the hard point. Yeah.
I'd say that in my workplace, I feel that I need to suppress a lot of my emotions. In the corporate spaces, hierarchy, like you said, is a massive factor, and it will always hold you back from being too vulnerable. And I guess this is problematic in itself, but I, at times, feel like I need to represent what a lawyer should represent, and that's someone that's kind of together.
For me, so my background is very much sales, and I think that's that can be very masculine if we're talking about, and I feel I have to be quite macho in that, especially when you're leading a team, sales guys. I think you have to perform a little bit. You know, you have to be right. Okay, what we're doing as guys, right? Get the sales in. Yeah, it's all upbeat. I don't know why I do that. I think it's because it's probably the only way I know how to do it. It's almost like before you're playing football, before you go out onto to play a big game. You know, you all G each other up before you go out, and that's quite a masculine thing to do.
I have been a mother and a father to my children. I've been doing the washing, the cooking, the cleaning, ironing. So I've done everything for them, and even polishing the shoes. So I think I've been a sort of a successful father and been a responsible father.
It's definitely a learning curve for me. Like having a son, he's 2.5. I think I'm a very different person to how I was sort of 3 years ago before I had that child. It taught me a lot about responsibility, and I'm always learning on how to be a father, because there's no handbook for it in my eyes. It's not, it's not ingrained in you.
People use sport to find that similarity without getting to know the person first, and I think that's how lots of people at school and lots of people outside of school make those connections, because without having that conversation, at least you've got one thing in common.
Well, I think people are opening up more, aren't they, to different possibilities, and sort of seeing that there isn't just one way of being, and maybe that was part of what you talk about the patriarchy, was to sort of consistently have the view that there is only one way, as it were, there is only one set of relationships that can operate. And I think, we're now sort of trying to experiment and be a bit more creative, maybe with different possibilities, of how people can be together and how they can define each other, through those relationships.
The point now, 2018, it's become an open discussion that we can have. Like the fact that we're in this space right now and we're talking to each other about this is amazing. And it shows that we've developed so much as a society in the fact that people are even opening up discussions about this, to be able to like film it and to talk to each other. But I think these feelings have always been around. It's just openness. It's people talking about it and addressing it that matters. Absolutely. And I don't think people have addressed it as much as they should.